לפניי שנים רבות לספור אני שואל ומתפלל טוב שלא עבדה עוד התקווה עובר מזמור מדור לדור כמעיין מאז ועד עולם אני שואל ומתפלל טוב שלא עבדה עוד התקווה חי 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 כן אני עוד חי זה השיר שסבא שר כמו לאבא והיום אני עוד חי 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 עם ישראל חי זה השיר שסבא שר כמו לאבא והיום אני ימיי ולילותיי ובשמיים עמוד האש עוד קם השיר בלי די אפרוס ידיי וידידיי אשר מעבר ים אני שואל ומתפלל טוב שלא עבדה עוד התקווה חי 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 כן אני עוד חי זה השיר שסבא שר כמו לאבא והיום אני עוד חי 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 עם ישראל חי זה השיר שסבא שר כמו לאבא והיום אני שהוא אחד אני עוד חי ושתי עיניי עוד נישאות לאור אז כל לחי לכל אור חי לבניי המבקשים לחזור אני שואל ומתפלל טוב שלא עבדה עוד התקווה חי 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 כן אני עוד חי זה השיר שסבא שר כמו לאבא והיום אני עוד חי 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 עם ישראל חי זה השיר שסבא שר כמו לאבא והיום אני חי 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 אני עוד חי חי חי
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another watch-along. It feels like it's been an absolute eternity since the last time. I'm terribly sorry about that, but, you know, life does what life does. It's been a hectic little end of 2025, at least for me, with some ups and some downs. Darren's been on vacation. I've been on vacation too, but, you know, that's just to be expected at this point. I travel way too much than what I really should, but so I disappear from time to time, but Darren has also been away, so I can put half of the blame on him, even though I haven't I haven't been available either. Also terribly sorry, but I am pretty sick. I've been for 2 weeks by now. I've got a cold. Feels like everyone really got like a cold at the very shift of the year. Like on New Year's, I scrolled on on social media, and everyone was posting reels about being very, very sick. I'm one of those people, and I'm still not, you know, back to full fitness or whatever. But I am working, and I am also now, for the first time of 2026, streaming. Let me just make sure that all my audio settings are working. I don't want to hear any delay or anything. No, it sounds fine to me. Hopefully the audio is decently balanced, and hopefully everything sounds and works well for you throughout the whole show tonight, of course. We will be watching Eurovision 1984, a contest that happened 42 years ago. Yes, indeed. I was not alive when it happened, but I have seen this full show a few times. I want to say maybe 4 or 5, somewhere around there. Of course, the last time we watched it all together, I guess, was more than 2 years ago. Of course, the very first Eurovision years that I hosted watch-alongs for on my channel were the years of the 80s. really. But it's been a long time since that one, and now we're back rewatching Eurovision 1984. At the end of the whole night, or at the end of the whole show, we will have a little bit of a voting, of course, to select a winner of the community. Maybe it will be the same as in real life, or maybe it won't be. We usually, you know, some years we agree with real life, and sometimes we don't. And yeah, we tally up all our votes. Usually we have more than 200 voters attending, so hopefully we will have that today as well. What was the spoiler? I'm not sure. Oh god. Happy to have so many tune into the stream, of course. We're already way above 100 viewers straight from the get-go, which is amazing. I feel like everyone wants to probably just get straight to the show, but I'm very, very glad to see so many people tune in tonight. Seems like Proper Charlie also got the flu from the seconds to the start of this week. Yeah, it's been a rough start of the year. Only way is up for 2026. That we're watching 1984. Oh, that's the spoiler. And look at that. We've got a super chat coming in immediately from Lycan. Thank you very much. No longer a teen this year. And still a teen at this point, I suppose. 2 years of me being a part of Eurovision. Anyway, hopefully more good ballads for me to enjoy in years coming. All love. 2 years of you being a part of Eurovision. Or of Eurovision. Wonderful. Happy to have you with us for such a long time, of course. Happy lost year of your teens. I envy you in some ways, and in some ways I don't, because I don't want to be a teenager again, but I feel like 25, that was the year for me. I was very happy with everything. I'm still very happy. I'm a happy person in general. I just like sad music. But you know, I just like, whenever I think back, like when was I feeling the best? I was 25, but maybe I've got like the best years ahead of me still. I'm not sure. Hopefully we've got a good year of 2026 coming up. Thank you for the super chat, Lycan, and there will be plenty of good ballads for you enjoy coming up in the next few years. Trust me. In my opinion, in my personal opinion, I would say that my 2 favorite songs this year are ballads. Arguably even my 3. Would you call the third one a ballad? I'm not sure. I'm not going to say what country that is if you don't want to know. But there is, of course, ranking videos to all of these years on my channel if you're interested to find out what I think of all of the songs more in detail. But I guess you'd classify... Oh yeah, and the 4th place is also a ballad. There are many good ballads this year, and I think you'll like them. You're complaining about being 25. Some of us are billions of years old. No, I'm not complaining about being 25. I just said that 25 was my favorite year, to be. I really liked being 25. But I'm still, I'm still in or around those years, I suppose. Was 15 when this contest aired. You must have some fond memories then. When I was 15, I want to say that was... Yeah, those were some nostalgic contests for me as well. The song quality of those particular years are not up my alley, but many memories, of course. 84 gonna become my favorite year? We're going to find out. We're gonna start the show, if I can find my VLC media player. There we go. Ooh, and that audio quality is not the best. But here we are. I'm gonna lower that a little bit for now. 84 was the debut Smiths album. Good year, good year. As we were watching the little intro here, with some arachnophobic design for the little logo here, I'm not a big fan of that. I'm gonna check out 1984 most famous songs as we're watching this little intro here. We've got an RTL balloon, and some pretty damn snappy music here. And a commentator that you can't hear. Hopefully you can hear me instead, as I'm chatting nonsense over here. So, the most famous songs of 1984 according to Google, How Soon Is Now by the Smiths. What a pick immediately there. We've got When Doves Cry by Prince, very nice, very nice. Smooth Operator, oh my. Absolutely. And now, the commentator starts. We've got Poupée de Cire, Poupée de Son in the background. Why not? Après toi, I guess they're playing a little bit of all of the Luxembourgish winners. Oh yeah, there were no amore in the beginning. I wasn't paying attention too much, you know. Any terror commentary? Doesn't sound like it. What language is this even?
Vooral hulp vanuit Nederland. Het decor, het licht en een groot deel van de techniek zijn vanavond in Nederlandse handen.
L'amour bleu. That's not a Eurovision winner. I just heard a little bit of l'amour bleu, didn't I? Oh yeah, big in Japan was that before. Tu te reconnaîtras. It's Dutch. Okay, good to know. I will understand zero of what's gonna be said. And the most recent winner, of course, leve et cadeau. I'm trying to like scroll through more of the 84 songs here that appeared on YouTube or on the Google. Two Tribes, of course. We're back with L'amour bleu again. Against All Odds, yeah, that's in here as well. Careless Whisper. Big in Japan. Rock You Like a Hurricane. There's some pretty cool songs in 84, has to be said. However, we're gonna listen to the Eurovision songs of 84 coming up very soon here. Love the stage design of this year. It's another of the Roland de Groot years, I suppose, because he's got these very, you know, intriguing looking designs.
Of the greatest moments of all my young life.
Of all your young life, yes. I've read some people talking in the chat today that I think she was 19 here, the host.
Guten Abend, alle gut zusammen. Willkommen, hi, an der Stadt,
Hi.
im Theater zu Lützeburg. Luxembourgo vi invita al Grand Prix d'Eurovision, da fängt's an, de la chanson 1984. Denn Luxemburg hat ja im letzten Jahr in der Bundesrepublik Deutschland gewonnen mit dem Lied von Corinne Herreys.
I was 59 in 84.
1984?
Sure, wait.
Orwell was wrong.
59 in 84. My math isn't mathing up. How are you?
500 million people watching us here tonight in the new theater in Luxembourg.
If you were 59 in 84, you were born in 1925. Are you 101 years old? I mean, if you are, I'm floored.
If it turns red, quand c'est sur le rouge, ça veut dire que vos applaudissements sont assez bien.
What did that mean?
Moyenne.
Are we supposed to clap if her thing turns red? It's probably not correct, right? I'm just guessing here what we're talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that could be very infuriating for you. I'm terribly sorry.
Chef de notre grand orchestre de RTL ce soir.
Ze stelt nu de dirigent voor van het Luxembourgse orkest, die vroeger meer reden had om op haar te wachten, want dat zal ze nu gaan vertellen.
Il n'y a pas longtemps,
was vroeger
Monsieur
haar
Pierre Cao était
muziekleraar.
encore mon professeur de musique à l'école. Mais Monsieur Cao, ce soir c'est moi qui vous souhaite de bonnes notes. Monsieur Pierre Cao. But now we're going to start right up at the top of the European map and our scoreboard. Sweden. Sverige. And there you can see all the 19 participating countries. That means 19 songs.
Oh, who invited
and
Denmark?
The order of appearance is purely coincidental. And hello, good evening, bonsoir, guten Abend, schönen guten Abend to all our commentators on the balcony.
No personal greeting to Sweden. I'm disappointed. I will survive, but I am disappointed.
Von RTL Plus ist auch da. Hallo Karlchen.
Okay, someone's trying to be funny here. Anyone recognize that little
European
character?
Ambassadors, europäische Botschafter. So please think about that, okay? Alors, vive l'Europe! But I'm
it's a
sure
very
this
British.
European summit will work excellently because l'Eurovision est une institution européenne qui fonctionne.
Like a lot of the 80 stages? Yeah, many of them are honestly quite pretty.
Alors, happy birthday,
but 83 is not one of them. And 82 is obviously very, very small, but yeah, 83 is a rough staging.
Us here tonight, even the Soviet Union. So, dobry večer and Nastrovje.
Wait.
But now we'll
Soviet
start.
Union gets their personal greeting, but Sweden don't.
En zo begon
We're gonna see who has the last laugh at the end of tonight, right?
Our song trip, notre voyage à travers l'Europe, from Sweden to Portugal, and I'm sure all of you in here and you out there, will enjoy it. So, bon voyage, gute Reise.
Translate the French part, group.
En tot slot
I
een
believe
goede reis
they
van
said
19 landen.
it's time for Sweden. Everyone should vote for Sweden because Sweden is Sweden. Now let's welcome Sweden and let's think that Sweden is very good at being Sweden.
Maar alleen
And
maar
here we see we got Storskär,
Zweden komt
the
aan de
boat.
beurt met 3 broers die weliswaar geboren zijn
Oh
in
god.
Zweden,
I
maar op dit moment
have to,
in
oh no.
Norway.
I was like, I don't remember these postcards, but now I certainly do. There's something very familiar and reminiscent about. And we've got the herring. We've got a submarine being part of the little herring box.
Compleet met gouden laars.
Fascinating concept for a postcard. Lovely. Sweden kicking us off. Diggi-Loo, Diggi-Ley. Song number 1, and Kuti Erik is here as well. Enjoy.
Blixtar och dunder, magiska under. Plötsligt en dag har det hänt, och vilken tur. Du är en lyckofigur. En dag i staden, du gick där och tänkte på esplanaden. Såg du något som blänkte? Det kändes som jag hade vingar. Åh, vilken underbar dröm. Diggi-Loo, Diggi-Ley, alla tittar på mig där jag går i mina gyllene skor. Jag dansar på dig och hela världen den log. Diggi-Loo, Diggi-Ley, himlen öppnade sig. Det är knappt man sina ögon tror. Och jag börjar nästan sväva i mina gyllene skor. Jag har visioner för miljoner. Gyllene dojor för dig och lyckan är gjord. Säg mer, vi tror på ditt ord. Tänk dig ett hinder, det flyger du över. Vingar på skorna, det är allt vad du behöver. Och jag kan bli vad jag önskar i min förtrollade värld. Diggi-Loo, Diggi-Ley, alla tittar på mig där jag går i mina gyllene skor. Jag dansar åt dig och hela världen blir nord. Diggi-Loo, Diggi-Ley, himlen öppnade sig. Det är knappt man sina ögon tror. Och jag börjar nästan sväva i mina gyllene skor. Det var en önskedröm, men jag måste medge att när jag vaknade jag med glädje. Jag är en sång och en dansman. Diggi-Loo, Diggi-Ley, himlen öppnade sig. Det är knappt man sina ögon tror. Och jag har en önskan åt alla gyllene skor. Och jag har en önskan åt alla gyllene skor.
Oh, it's certainly happy. Sometimes I guess it's just very effective. You got the synchronized choreography, you got the upbeat little ditty here. Like, I always have like a memory from growing up. My dad always used to tell me that it was like now I'm fact checking this because there are probably some Swedes watching and some Swedes that maybe know better than me. But my dad always said, "Oh yeah, all of Sweden we were so like frustrated with Herreys being our representative because everyone thought they seemed so dorky and geeky, and it's like we're gonna embarrass ourselves in front of all of Europe, and then they just went on to win instead. Maybe that's actually not true, but my dad always told me that when growing up, like everyone in Sweden thought they were just dorks until they won. Maybe someone can check that for me. Anyway, we got Luxembourg coming up next. Now this is certainly... Oh my god, what am I doing? I accidentally clicked buttons. Can you hear the... Wait. Can you hear everything? Wait, no. What am I doing? Oh my lord. You can hear everything, right? Yes, you can. Okay, Luxembourg's coming up next. Song number 2 here. Sorry, I'm clicking buttons accidentally. I should shape up. It's been a long time since I streamed. Luxembourg. This is intriguing, let's say. According to the British papers, this was the favorite to win, by the way, before the show. That's information for you.
Liefde.
Yeah, we all heard the same thing, you know. It is like the main thing that I think about this is just it's kind of infuriating. Like you shouldn't put a person in this situation who's not fit to be in this situation. Our back in the day, I mean, I'm giving spoilers now, but it did finish 10th in real life, which is, you know, not bad. I don't know why. It's quite ridiculous, really. But yeah, I suppose some people like the song, but the vocals are rough. It's not a good performance. I'm sorry. We're gonna move on. Yeah, like, shame on those who chose the girl. Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts exactly. I feel bad for her, because this is not something you look back on today with, you know, pride. Sorry, maybe she does, I don't know, but I wouldn't. Anyway, we got France coming up next, song number 3 here. François is here.
Quel est l'endroit, quel est l'envers, dans quel sens elle tourne la terre? Il paraît qu'il y a de l'orage dans l'air. Le monde est-il meilleur ou pire? Je ne sais pas ce que je peux dire, mais chez moi j'entends des éclats de rire.
Song from France there. It's a very kind of imposing entry. It's quite loud and, you know, a lot to really take in. And it's like something a bit strange about it, because I suppose you'd consider it a ballad, but it's kind of fast-paced for being one, I would say. Like, the beat is definitely, you know, it keeps going. Let's see, we're moving on to song number 4 here. We're on a highway. This is some top-notch visual effects. I love it. This I was about to say this takes me back, but no, of course it doesn't. But, you know, I watched the first Tron movie not too long ago. There's just something very charming about, you know, visual effects in the 80s. I just heard the commentator say lady, lady in the ear, and right as I say that, we've got a bull coming up on screen. So I think you can figure out what song's coming up here. Yeah. The Matador is being chased, you know. Could only be one country. Denmark. Oh, maybe not. We've got Spain coming up next. I think they call themselves, the group is called Bravo or something, aren't they? Anyway, Spain up next.
Cada atardecer, al ponerse el sol, sale a pasear por la calle mayor. Su Pamela gris, su traje de almidón, perfume de jazmín, patines de charol. enseñó, su vida transcurrió en nubes de algodón, en sueños de papel, en busca de su amor. Lady, 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 se pinta los ojos de azul, aunque hace 1000 años que dejó atrás su juventud. Cuando un día de verano le quebró un desengaño, lady, 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 se pinta los ojos de azul, aunque hace 1000 años que dejó atrás su juventud. Cuando un día de verano le quebró un desengaño, lady, 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 vive en su mundo de cristal. Cree que algún día él volverá. Lady, 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 se pinta los ojos de azul. Cree que algún día él volverá. Lady, lady, lady.
Very large reception there in the hall. Someone in the audience just started screaming out loud as that ended. It's a neat little tune. I've always I have a little bit of an issue with like the transitional work like, from verse to chorus. I feel like it doesn't really add up in my head, and that's really the main setback I have for it. But it's pleasant enough, enjoyable. Yeah, I'd say so. I've got a little boat here. Row, row, row your boat gently down to Norway. Okay. Well, Norway is coming up next, and maybe it has some fans. This guy's not one of them. This is yeah. I will let you make up your own mind about it, and I will sit here and wait for song number 6 instead. Show 'em how it's done, Norway. Here we go.
Dollie de Luxe.
Länge lever troen på ett liv. Himmel och helvete över oss alle. Ingen förstår, alle vet, ingen ser. Hur många flere martyrer må falle, för vi blir nødt till att se vad som sker. Länge lever livet, vi vet aldrig hvor vi ender. Länge lever håpet, vi står sammen, samme hva som hender. Länge lever troen på at fiender kan bli venner. Länge lever troen på et liv. Ingen förstår att det angår oss alle. Ingen förstår hvordan dette kan skje. Håpen blir varme, mens kropper blir kalde. Alle mot alle, men ingen er med. Länge lever livet, vi vet aldrig hvor vi
Pretty good reception in the hall for that. I guess I heard a different song. Maybe the broadcast we've got is different from what actually happened in there. I'm sorry, I'm being mean for no reason. If you enjoyed that, all more power to you. I didn't. Let's see what we've got coming up next year. We've got a car, we've got some cheeky thieves, maybe? And as I put my hand on this thing, the whole world disappears. Oh, look at that! I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Oh, we got Big Ben. Like, what is going on with this postcard? Oh, football. It's the UK, isn't it? Rugby. Yeah. Sports. Milk or something. Towers. Gas. Okay. The UK, everybody. Here we go. Love games.
Belle and the Devotions.
You were only playing love games. You were only playing love games, baby. You were only playing love games. You were only playing love games, baby. Why, baby, why? Why'd you wanna break my heart, baby? Should've told me from the start, baby. Should've let me know that you were letting go. Why, baby, why? Why'd you wanna break my heart, baby? When you knew that we would part, baby. Should've let me know. Should've told me so. You were only playing love games. You were only playing love games. Gave me sugar, love, and then I stuck like glue. And all this time you had me hooked on you. You were only playing love games. You were only making love lanes. I was just your lover, and you know it's true. You could snap your fingers and I'd run to you. Oh, why? Baby, why? Why'd you wanna break my heart, babe? Should've told me from the start, babe. Baby, could've told me. When you knew all the time you would never lie. Oh, why? Baby, why? Why'd you wanna break my heart, babe? When you knew that we would part, babe. That you would make me cry. You would say goodbye. Oh, darling, you were only playing love games. You were only playing love games. Gave me sugar, love, and I stuck like glue. But all this time you had me hooked on you. You were only playing love games. You were only making love lanes. I was just your lover, and you know it's true. You could snap your fingers and I'd run to you. You were only playing love games. You were only playing love games. Gave me sugar, love, and I stuck like glue. And all this time you had me hooked on you.
There's someone booing in the audience, and then there's someone doing very intriguing. Anyway, like, I think that in a certain context I would find that very, very fun. When I'm sitting here alone, well, I'm not actually alone, I've got 183 people with me here, but it's not my thing, you know. But if I was with all of you, we were all on a dance floor somewhere, and this started blasting, and everyone knew, like, the words, which most of us probably do, because it's a very simple, accessible chorus, for sure. I'd be having a good time with that. Next up is Cyprus. It's time to hear about Anna Maria Lena, which is, you know, a chorus. I don't know much else about the song, but the chorus, it's here. I quite enjoy it, honestly. Cyprus up next.
όνομά σου το τραγουδό. Άννα, πειραχτός έχω στο λαιμό. Άννα, την καρδιά μου τη ζεσταίνεις απ' την παγωνιά και μου διώχνεις το χειμώνα και την μοναξιά. Άννα Μαρία Λένα, μια αγάπη μας κρατεί. Ω, Άννα θα είναι ένα, το όνειρό μας στη ζωή. Άννα Μαρία Λένα, η χαρά στη ζωή να κρυβεί. Άννα, με γλυκό σκοπό θα στο πω. Άννα, τώρα βρήκα την αλήθεια, δρόμο ανοιχτό. Πιάσ' το χέρι που σου δίνω, θα φτάσουμε κι οι δυο. Άννα Μαρία Λένα, μια αγάπη μας κρατεί. Ω, Άννα θα είναι ένα, το όνειρό μας στη ζωή. Άννα Μαρία Λένα. Άννα Μαρία Λένα, μια αγάπη μας κρατεί. Ω, Άννα θα είναι ένα, το όνειρό μας στη ζωή. Ω, Άννα Μαρία Λένα, μια αγάπη μας κρατεί. Ω, Άννα θα είναι ένα, το όνειρό μας στη ζωή. Άννα Μαρία Λένα.
What are the lads up at the mixer table up to right now? What's going on with the audio in this show? Anyway, I think,
En dat is niet
like, it's a sweet tune. It's very, very harmless. And that just kind of makes it pleasant enough. I enjoy it. It's not like the one that I seek out, like, oh, I really want to listen to Anna Maria Lena. But, you know, if it comes on, I'm like, yeah, it's pleasant enough.
indrukwekkend
We've got a painter
gezongen wordt door
who's got a potato on his...
voor de Vlamingen gewoon
yeah.
Zegers. Hij schreef ook zelf.
Huh?
Zingen is eigenlijk niet eens echt zijn vak, want hij is hoofd van de reclameafdeling van
So, we've got a country about potatoes and paintings and...
Even uw aandacht vooraf voor twee dingen.
Okay, I actually remember this postcode because I like that shot. It's kind of cool. This is Belgium, isn't it?
En let u even scherp op die vier zeer
Yeah, and we've got this thing that I think you can see in Belgium somewhere. Anyway, Avanti, leve, one that I like. I know many people think that it was very overrated back in '84. Not this guy. I love this.
Avanti, avanti la vie traverse la mémoire des hommes, du cœur et des poings. Avanti, peut-être referas-tu Rome. Avanti, avanti la vie, sois un oiseau sans barreaux au vent, des ailes et du bec. Avanti, mais vole plus haut que les chats. Le train des jours roule dans ta tête, tant de détours, souvent de gueule. Avanti, avanti la vie, n'écoute pas toutes les lois, tu en crèverais. Avanti, toutes les libertés grondent en toi. Il fallait ni
Again, they're doing funny business up at the mixer table, but I loved every second of that. I think it's so, like, the purposeful progression of the song just gradually develops like that. Vocally, it's sublime, really. I think he's fantastic, and he really works the camera too. I just love this kind of dramatic music as well, as you know. I think it's one of Belgium's best, personally. You don't have to agree with me, but you're allowed to agree with me if you want. I think that's lovely. And we'll move on to, could this be Ireland maybe? Like, we've got, I'm just, kind of guessing, but we've got, some dark beer, we've got some countryside, a lot of nature, pictures, or moving pictures. What song number is this? I think we were, it's probably song number 8, like Jacob said. We're somewhere around there, which means we're almost halfway through the show already. That's crazy. Haven't had a lot of great stuff, but I think we're getting there. Ireland's a good one, in my opinion. Terminal 3.
Long distance USA. Last night I heard him say he's been away too long now. He's coming home beyond the morning plane. If I still feel the same, I should be waiting, 'cause he'd be all alone. I made arrivals by the time he had said. I searched the information but it read Terminal 3, flights on time. Staring into his space, searching through every face. He's been away too long now. He must have changed, another time and place can never quite erase the way he turned his back and walked away. I repeated all the words he had said until a voice came through into my head. Terminal 3, flights on time. Fly to me on the wings of all you meant to me. Memories like a dream of how tomorrow can be for you and me. Terminal 3, flights on time. Fly to me on the wings of all you meant to be. Memories like a dream of how tomorrow can be for you and me. Terminal 3, flights on time. Long distance USA. Last night I heard him say, could I be waiting, 'cause he'd be all alone. I told him nothing's changed, and I still feel the same. He's been away too long. Come on home. Come on home. Come on home. Come on home. Terminal 3, flights on time.
Oh, listen to that. They loved that. I really did too. Like, honestly, every time I suppose every time I revisit it, I'm reminded of just how good I think it is. the main reason is really like the structural work of the track, because like those short choruses, it doesn't really have like, you know, a chorus. It just has one line that's like the kind of, we call it an anaphor in Sweden. I don't know what you call it in English, but you know, like the repetition of just that one line to just kind of hammer it home with the Terminal 3 line. Then the rest of the track is just kind of free-flowing, and it does its own thing, and I think that's wonderful. It's so well written, and great performance to it as well. I think that's a fantastic entry from Ireland. Like a lot of people in the chat said, I also prefer it over her winner, as many of you probably already know. But yeah, I think it's quite great there from Ireland. We've got Denmark up next. Two boy, yeah! And it's the first time we see Hot Eyes, which is exciting. Enjoy this. Alright, there we are. That's Diggi-Ley from Denmark. One that always makes me so happy. And sometimes like you can just feel like, because obviously it's been a long time since we watched 1983, but in 1983 they sent Kloden Dreyer, which is like one of the worst Danish songs that they've ever sent, in my opinion. And this one, you know, it's the same kind of genre. It's the little, like the little dansk-top kind of music, but this is how to do it right for me. It's just so charming, so uplifting, so happy, and so at the same time kind of professionally executed, because you really feel like they know what they're doing and they're just embracing the fun of the track by being absolute entertainers. While Kloden Dreyer did none of that, in my opinion, but I'm happy with this one. And that is the halfway mark of the show. Kloden Dreyer better? Yeah. Speaking of better, it's time for the Netherlands. I'm gonna cry.
zijn. En zo alleen. Waar moet ik heen? Waar is die tijd van toen gebleven? Neem mij weer in je armen, laat mij je hart verwarmen. Ik wil je alles geven, hou zoveel van jou. Ik hou van jou, alleen van jou. Ik kan niet leven in een wereld zonder jou. Ik hou van jou.
Yeah, if you ask me, that's one of the most beautiful Eurovision entries, for sure, from the 80s. To be honest, one of, like, just in total. That is so emotionally loaded for me. It hits incredibly hard. Time stands still for 3 minutes there for me. It feels so personal. It's just so rooted in like a personal, emotional depth there. Progression of the track as well, it just flows, and she's selling the hell out of the song. It feels like it means so much. And it means a lot to me. I'm listening to every word. I don't understand the words, but every little note, it's just exactly where it should be for me. I think it's beautiful. For me. We've got a little skier coming in here. Of course, it's Yugoslavia talking about if we're seeing some skiing... What do you call them? Skiing glasses? That's not what you call them. Anyway, we got Ciao, amore next up.
Sjećaš li se te noći pasne? Stajali smo na peronu ti i ja. Držao si me za ruku, dirao si moju kosu i čutao. Sprvivo zamorala si, oči znam. U očima tvojim vidio sam sjaj. Šaptala si moje ime, drhtala si sva od zime i plakala. Ciao, amore, ciao, ljubavi. Ciao, amore, ciao i piši mi. Idi brzo, ne odreći se, zaustavi se, nije važno me. Tvoje oči govore mi sve, samo me poljubi. Ciao, amore, ciao, amore, sjećaš li se te noći pasne? Stajali smo na peronu ti i ja. Šaptala si moje ime, drhtala si sva od zime i plakala. Ciao, amore, ciao, ljubavi. Ciao, amore, ciao i piši mi. Idi brzo, ne odreći se, ništa više nije važno, ne. Tvoje oči govore mi sve,
That's kind of like one of the most unexpected little sax motifs, just out of nowhere for the last 5 seconds of the song. Why not? That's kind of fun. Yeah, I'm not like the audience for Ciao, amore. I think it's catchy, like probably most people, but it's just never been one that I've particularly enjoyed. But that's a me thing, you know. We're moving on. I think we're like maybe 12 or so songs in. There are 19 competing this year, so we still got a few left, and we still got some heavy hitters in here for sure. Don't get me wrong. The year is not over yet. We've got plenty of good stuff. We've got a lot of violins showing here. If you can figure out what country it is just based on that, you're doing a good job. Threw something in his own face as well. What country is honored with that brilliant postcard? Was it Austria? Okay, lovely.
Es war einfach Zeit, einmal abzuhauen, endlich raus aus dem Trott, aus der Stadt im Morgengrauen. Es lag nicht an dir, es war einfach da. Und es tut mir nicht leid und ich hab nicht bereut, was geschah. Einfach weg mit 2 Koffern in irgendein anderes Land. Einfach weg von zu Haus, sonst verliere ich noch den Verstand. Einfach weg, ganz egal, was die anderen dazu sagen. Einfach weg, ohne dich oder irgendwen anderen zu fragen. Rette sich, wer kann. Ich muss einfach raus. Ich fang von vorne an. Ich halte es nicht mehr aus. Ich hab schon geglaubt, es wäre längst zu spät. Das Gefühl, wenn dir alles nur mehr auf die Nerven geht. Ein bisschen allein, aber dafür frei. Und du steigst in den Zug und dir ist im Moment alles einerlei. Einfach weg mit 2 Koffern in irgendein anderes Land. Einfach weg von zu Haus, sonst verliere ich noch den Verstand. Rette sich, wer kann. Ich muss einfach raus. Ich fang von vorne an. Ich halte es nicht mehr aus. Einfach weg mit 2 Koffern und dann irgendwo hin. Einfach weg, auch wenn ich vielleicht bald wieder bei dir bin.
There we are. It is a little bit like too middle of the road for like throughout the song. It's not very dynamic. Like it's the same kind of level of energy from start to finish. But I just can't resist. Oh 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 oh. Oh 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 yeah. With like no enthusiasm whatsoever. They just look dead inside. I love that. It's just so funny to me. And this like the framing of that shot as well. How like the guitarist is center, and then Gary looks like back here. It's like barely visible, and he's doing his best as well. It's just funny for me. Anyway, should we move on to what's coming up next? That was Einfach Weg. That is a beautiful little plane cut into that image here. I haven't paid too much attention to what's going on in the postcard. Where do we think we're heading off to next? Allemagne! Yes, Germany. Aufrecht gehen, right? You may recognize this is a familiar face, isn't it?
dann adieu. Ich mach dir keine Szene, dreh dich um und geh. Dein Mitleid brauch ich nicht. Vielleicht bin ich verzweifelt, vielleicht geht es mir schlecht. Doch du wirst sehen, jetzt werde ich erst recht. Aufrecht gehen, aufrecht gehen. Ich hab endlich gelernt, wenn ich fall, aufzustehen. Mit Stolz in meinen Augen und trotz Tränen im Gesicht. Aufrecht gehen durch die Nacht ins Licht. Wenn du wiederkommst, ich weiß, das kann schon bald sein, ist es ganz umsonst, ich warte nicht auf dich. Und wenn wir uns begegnen, schau ich kaum hin zu dir. Und wenn ich schwach werd, sag ich streng zu mir. Aufrecht gehen, aufrecht gehen. Ich hab endlich gelernt, wenn ich fall, aufzustehen. Mit Stolz in meinen Augen und trotz Tränen im Gesicht. Aufrecht gehen durch die Nacht ins Licht. Noch ist mein Schweigen etwas bitter und noch klingt auch mein Lachen etwas schrill. Noch sind in meiner Seele Splitter, noch sehe ich kein Ziel, jedoch ich will. Aufrecht gehen, aufrecht gehen. Ich hab endlich gelernt, wenn ich fall, aufzustehen. Mit Stolz in meinen Augen und trotz Tränen im Gesicht. Aufrecht gehen durch die Nacht ins Licht.
Yeah, that's a German song from 1984. Mary Roos, of course, who actually was participating in our little best-of final back in the 70s when she represented Germany in 72, I want to say. Very full, like, orchestration of that song. It's a very, like, kind of grand and punchy backing track in there. I hear some intriguing... I wonder what country. Just listen to the music. We've got the mosque here. We've got a magic carpet for, you know... I feel like we're just kind of culturally appropriating here, but whatever, you know. We're obviously heading to Turkey, which is Halay. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to pronounce it, but the song is called that. Not particularly discreet with this postcard, like they were with some of the others. Like, Austria just got, you know, what was it? A guy throwing a pie at his own face. Anyway.
Yer yerinden oynar dostlar halay denince. Bir başlayız aşka gelince. Coşkuluyuz sel gibi esen yel gibi. Bakmayız ya bana el gibi. Elvan elvan açsın dostlar dalda çiçekler. Bizim elden çoktur güzeller. Sevdalı türkülerle verip el ele. Seslenelim yedi düvele. Sevdalı türkülerle verip el ele. Seslenelim yedi düvele. El ele. Çalsın oynansın halay. Sevgiyle. Çalsın oynansın halay. Herkes bu meydanda canım bir yer beğensin. Davullar çalsın eğlensin. Aşık coşsun vursun dostlar sazın teline. Can dayanmaz
You know, that is very entertaining in my book. I have a really good time with that entry. I think they're a lovely little group together. Tons of fun, just fully embracing that they're there, presenting some little enjoyable effort all together. I just realized one thing. Do the postcards start from the country that it's about to represent? I think so, because I saw the box kind of appeared from Finland there, and we're immediately into a sauna because, you know, Finland. And, you know, Finland has a very intriguing little entry this year, which you will remember. That's a certainty. You'll probably also remember this horrendous postcard. Yeah. Yes, please leave, indeed. Yeah. Good riddance. Oh, we've got a Finnish flag as a towel. How wonderful. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the song title here. I'll just let you enjoy the song from Finland, which is an enjoyable one. Ah, you know, that is just embrace the fun. It's just happy. Everything about it is happy vibes. He's so smiley, and his backing group is even smilier, and they're doing their little choreography like da 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 da, and then he brings out the harmonica and just blasts it, and you know, it's fun, lovely. I've got more skiing coming up here. They're skiing on a wooden log, it looks like. And they're falling. Oh no, how much we'll miss them. Oh, I wonder what country's coming up next. Look at the gold. You call them ingots? Ignots? How do you pronounce that? I don't know. Ingots, maybe. Of course it's Switzerland, showing us how rich they are. And how awful their dancing is. Sorry, I'm not gonna sit here and be bitter, but I'm still bitter after having to pay 50 freaking euros for driving through the country. Sorry. Welche Farbe hat der Sonnenschein is what we're wondering, and I have to go blow my nose, but enjoy Switzerland here.
Schon als kleines Kind hab ich nachgedacht, wie man sowas malt. So ein Bild von der Welt. Und wer weiß, wie ein Maler das wohl macht. Farbenfroh und schön, voller Sonnenschein, sah ich jeden Tag. Aber dann in der Nacht, da fiel mir stets die gleiche Frage ein. Welche Farbe hat der Sonnenschein? Welche Farbe hat die Welt? Ist sie blau wie das weite Meer, wie das hohe Himmelsfeld? Welche Farbe hat der Sonnenschein? Er wird Schatten oder Licht. Schau die Welt mit offenen Augen an, sonst siehst du die Wunder nicht. Wie malt man das Glück einfach zart in Rot? Wie malt man den Schmerz? Welche Farbe hat Krieg? Und wie malt man den Hunger und die Not? Welche Farbe hat der Sonnenschein? Welche Farbe hat die Welt? Ist sie blau wie das weite Meer, wie das hohe Himmelsfeld? Welche Farbe hat der Sonnenschein? Da sind Bilder bunt und viel, wie du alles auf der Erde siehst, das bestimmt ganz allein dein Gefühl.
There we are, song from Switzerland. One that, like, for some reason, I find it... I'm not gonna say I find the whole song very, very memorable, but just the song title kind of makes the entry memorable for me. I always remember this entry existing, because it's just such a... It's not really a snappy title, but it's just Welche Farbe hat der Sonnenschein? For some reason, it's just in here. Anyway, we're going off with a bang here towards the end of the show. We've got 2 songs left. It's Italy and Portugal. You know, I'm just, you know, just enjoy it, just embrace it. I think you can all figure out that we're going with Portugal next. Surely, you know, we got the Leaning Tower of Estoril here on screen. An earthquake for some reason. Sure, why not? Okay, it's Italy. Just enjoy. I'll just shut up and enjoy. It's time.
De mooiste ogen van het festival. Italië.
Nei villaggi di frontiera guardano passare i treni, le strade deserte di Tosè.
Da una casa lontana tua madre mi vede, si ricorda di me, delle mie abitudini, e per un istante ritorna la voglia di vivere a un'altra velocità.
chiese abbandonate si preparano rifugi e nuove astronavi per viaggi interstellari.
In una vecchia miniera dissese di sale
È un ricordo di me come un incantesimo e per un istante ritorna la voglia di vivere a un'altra velocità.
passano ancora lenti treni per Tosè.
Nei villaggi di frontiera guardano passare i treni per Dosè.
Just beautiful in my book. Love it from start to finish. It stands out so much. There's not really many songs like it, particularly like in Eurovision context. Just flows so beautifully. Love it from start to finish, and the loving is not gonna stop because here it is. It's time for Portugal. And you know, in our context here of our watch-alongs, Portugal has a little bit of like a reputation, like, yeah, it's Portugal, they will always do well, and da. It's because they send good songs. They sent so many good songs throughout the years in Eurovision, and they never got rewarded for it until 2017. And 1984 is one of those years. I remember our first watch-along 1984. We all loved it. We'll see if everyone loves it tonight as well. There will always be someone who doesn't, you know, but I think this is wonderful. And it's the final song we're listening to tonight, so hope you enjoy it. And then we're gonna open the voting after this.
Às vezes é no meio do silêncio que descubro o amor em teu olhar. É uma pedra, é um grito que nasce em qualquer lugar. Às vezes é no meio de tanta gente que descubro afinal para onde vou. E esta pedra e este grito são a história daquilo que eu sou. Às vezes sou o tempo que tarda em passar e aquilo em que ninguém quer acreditar. Às vezes sou também um sim alegre ou um triste não. E troco a minha vida por um dia de ilusão. E troco a minha vida por um dia de ilusão. Às vezes é no meio do silêncio que descubro as palavras por dizer. É uma pedra ou é um grito de um amor por acontecer. Às vezes é no meio de tanta gente que descubro afinal para onde vou. E esta pedra e este grito são a história daquilo que eu sou. Às vezes sou o tempo que tarda em passar e aquilo em que ninguém quer acreditar. Às vezes sou também um sim alegre ou um triste não. E troco a minha vida por um dia de ilusão. E troco a minha vida por um dia de ilusão. Às vezes sou o tempo que tarda em passar e aquilo em que ninguém quer acreditar. Às vezes sou também um sim alegre
That is just simply beautiful in my book. A proper like songwriter's tune as well. It's just written and arranged entirely from emotion, and it's so poignant in the way that it's presented. Love it to bits. That was the song from Portugal. Got a pretty good reception there in the hall as well, if you did notice that towards the end. I saw that you missed Italy like N. You should probably revisit that as we take a look at the recap, or after the recap, so you make sure you've heard all of the songs when you vote. And I encourage everyone to do that. If you missed the start of the show and you've never heard these songs before or anything like that, you know, make sure you go through all of them so that you can give fair votes, because now the voting is open. Darren has just posted the voting link on Discord. The voting is open for 23 minutes. It closes at 9:55 in Central European time. Not sure where in the world you are, but 23 minutes from now. We will be taking a look at the recap now. Ming has put one together as with all of the years here in the 80s, which I'm very, very grateful for. And yeah, make sure you get either on the Discord server or onto the website to get your votes in. And yeah, let's take a look-see at the recap and make sure that you don't forget to vote. All right then.
Förtrollade värld. Diggi-Loo, Diggi-Ley, alla tittar på mig när jag går i mina gyllene skor. Jag dansar åt dig och hela världen brännor.
Il y a des avions et des étoiles qui tournent en rond. Où sont les chevaux du manège? Où sont ces dieux qui nous protègent? Donnez-moi Ik kan niet leven in een wereld zonder jou. Ciao, amore, ciao, capiscimi. I di persone oltre ci sei. Ništa više nije važno, ne. Tvoje oči govore mi sve. Samo me poljubi, ciao, amore. Ich halte das nicht mehr aus. Einfach weg mit zwei Koffern und dann irgendwo hin. Einfach weg, auch wenn ich vielleicht bald wieder bei dir bin. Komm zu mir, aufrecht gehen, aufrecht gehen. Ich hab endlich gelernt, wenn ich fall, aufzustehen. Mit Stolz in meinen Augen und trotz Tränen im Gesicht, aufrecht gehen durch die Nacht ins Licht. Sevdalık lüktülerle verip el ele, seslenelim yedi düvele. El ele, çalsın oynarsın halay. Sevgiyle, çalsın oynarsın halay.
Päivä ollaan vaan ja hengaillaan. Koko päivä soitellaan ja skengaillaan. Päivä ollaan vaan ja hengaillaan. Ei mennä nukkumaan.
Welche Farbe hat der Sonnenschein?
Da sind Bilder bunt und viel. Wie du alles auf der Erde siehst, das bestimmt ganz allein dein Gefühl.
Come un incantesimo e per un istante ritorna la voglia di vivere a un'altra velocità. Passano ancora lenti treni per cos'è. Em passare e aquilo em que ninguém quer acreditar. Às vezes sou também sim alegre ou triste não. E troco a minha vida por dia de ilusão. E troco a minha vida por dia de ilusão.
And I hope everything is alright.
Okay,
because
that's
it's getting
that.
Real serious now. Jetzt
It's
geht's um
getting
die
real
Sachen.
serious. Before, I'm gonna let you finish, but let me just say that the voting is still open. Yes. You have 14 more minutes, and things are, just like our hostess here said, they're getting very, very serious. Make sure you get your votes in. I know we had plenty of people vote before the show tonight. And if you're actually watching in real time, you have to, if you want to like have a chance to be on the jury vote, to have your votes shown on screen. Not everyone will, obviously, because there are a lot of people voting. But if you want to have a chance to do that and you haven't, then you might need to confirm your vote. So just go on to the website and put in your votes again, because then you confirm that you're watching live. Because if you're not watching live, there's no chance your votes are getting shown on screen. This is, we're prioritizing the people who show up to the stream. Not that, we don't appreciate everyone voting, but you get my point. Please don't attack me. Please explain how to vote. I can do I can do that. You make sure that maybe if you're on the Discord server already, which is completely free to join, so do that if you want to. The link is posted there in the Watchalong announcements channel. There you have a link to the website, like a direct link to get your votes in. You vote 12, 10, 8, 7-1, you know, the normal Eurovision point system, and you just click submit. Like, you write in your name and your country, like the flag you want to represent you, and then you submit your votes. You can also go directly via the website. It's just, you just type in grudivision.com. Like, we have the own, like the domain and everything, so it's an official website and everything. Darren's putting in massive work on there, and yeah, you can vote there as well. Clarification, you don't need to enter your votes again, you just need to click a confirm button. Yes, okay, fine. My explanations are maybe not the clearest sometimes, I'm sorry, but yes, you just need to confirm your votes if you want them to show up. And if there is anything unclear about how to vote, just write in the chat and someone will hopefully help you out. Many people will vote. 100 people will be in the jury vote. I can already confirm that we have more than 100 voters, so 100 of you will be in the jury vote. The rest will be in the televote, so there are a lot of points to give out tonight, you know. But make sure you take part, because your votes could make the difference. We've had some voting sessions that have been incredibly close, like just decided by a few points. I don't think we've ever had where like the win has been on a tie break. I don't think that's happened. But I do remember, I want to say, there was definitely a few times in season 1 where 2 points was the difference between first and second. And I don't remember like in season 2 what the closest is, but and I'm not gonna look that up. Someone in the chat will probably let us all know. But yes, anyway, make sure you get your votes in. Every vote counts. So take part and join the fun. Now we will continue, as the voting is still open for another 11 minutes, and then the voting will just be confirmed by Darren. Narrowest gap is 2 points, yes, exactly. We will be watching the interval act of Eurovision 1984, and we'll also listen to a little bit of what our host has to say here. So let's keep watching the show, and then we'll break it up when Darren has told me that we have a result ready.
En nu gaat het erom, zegt ze.
19 songs.
We hebben de 19 liedjes gehad uit de 19 landen. En nu krijgen we de 19 juries. Elk land heeft een jury van 11 leden.
Ah, the jurors back in the day were just normal people, she says.
Zegt Desiree.
Well, that explains a few
Hoe werkt
things.
de puntentelling? Elke jury geeft aan het beste liedje 12 punten.
Who said that?
Aan liedje nummer 2 10, aan liedje nummer 3 8 en dan 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
So I like how everything she explains here in English, we can't hear any of it because we've got this Dutch guy explaining everything with the most delay-heavy microphone I've heard since probably the year before. Anyway.
Entre acte. Weet je, een contrast met de perfecte videofilmpjes die we zagen. Want dit wordt iets heel eenvoudigs. Het zwarte theater uit Praag. Je houdt ervan of je houdt er niet van, maar knap is het wel. Denkt u in elk geval niet dat het een filmpje wordt wat u straks...
I'm really trying my best to hear what she's saying, but I can't, like, I can't hear it.
Dat er in totaal zo'n 7 man bij betrokken zijn.
I'm too easily distracted.
En zo gecoördineerd te krijgen. 5 minuten nu voor het zwarte theater uit Praag.
The Theater of Animated Drawings. Yes, let's see it. Oh, I remember this! It's the guy with the rope! Oh, wonderful. The music is completely overpowering now. This is brilliant, isn't it? Oh, you're not entertained? Shame. This is what I live for, really is. Oh, poor donkey. Ah, there we go. All better. Oh, look at those moves! Oh my! Ha 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 ha! Good one! Yes! Ha 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 ha! Great stuff. Ah, we're not done. We're not done. Oh, this is funny. This is funny. Ha 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 ha. I'm actually kind of curious. How did he do that? I want to know. How is he doing that, huh? Ha ha. How did that happen, huh? We've got a dog. Okay. Ah, how cute. Oh yeah, it's the inspiration from Måns Zelmerlöw, of course. Yes, absolutely. This is where Heroes got all of the inspiration from. Makes sense. Ah. Great. Lovely. So in other news, you still have 3 more minutes to get your votes in. Oh, that's how they did it.
Groot applaus hier in het nieuwe theater in de stad.
Okay, well that makes sense.
De 7 man van het Zwarte Theater uit Praag.
That's fun. Good job. Good job.
En dan gaan we ons nu opmaken voor het wonderlijkste gedeelte van zo'n songfestivalavond.
Oh, she looks very unsure of what to do.
Televisiemakers in de hele wereld pijnigen elke dag hun hersens om een leuk programma te maken. Vaak zit
Let's
dat
go during Britain's Got Talent.
En wat blijkt, als je echt succes wil hebben, dan heb je geen enorme geldprijzen nodig voor spectaculaire stunts. Je zet gewoon een bord in beeld, je laat af en toe wat cijfertjes opklappen en half Europa zit gebiologeerd naar je uitzending te kijken. Het blijft iets wonderlijks.
Is it Mr.
DJ
Neef?
stelt nu even een man aan u voor. De scheidsrechter is dat Frank. Frank
Mr. Neef.
van de EBU, de Europese televisieorganisatie.
My man!
De scheidsrechter, dat heet officieel altijd de International Scrutineer. En hij moet ingrijpen.
Look at those computers. Oh, this is so... I just love like seeing things like this, like watching technology from back in the day. It's just like something I find very interesting and fun to do.
Waarvan ik hoorde dat ze in alle huizen zijn aangestoken vlak voor het begin van deze uitzending.
Frank, please don't.
Wait, what did she say?
Nog even iets over Desiree trouwens.
Wait.
Zijn aangestoken vlak voor het begin van deze uitzending.
Everything with me.
Who wrote that? He can do almost everything with me. No, okay, we're moving on.
Frank,
Mr. Neef,
Over Desiree trouwens.
Mr. Neef,
Ik wil even aan u vertellen.
we have a job to do, don't
Ja,
we?
had al een eigen radioprogramma in Luxembourg. Haar 16e had een Duitse tv-show, al eigen tv-shows. En nu is in New York waar ze doorleert voor actrices. Ze zorgt
Do you
regelmatig voor
remember
opschudding,
Sweden?
want de films waarin ze speelt zijn vaak iets aan de blote kant. Ze zijn waarschijnlijk ook nog wel eens gekleed in de media, maar goed, dat schijnt er tegenwoordig bij te horen. Charmant is ze wel.
Hello, Sverige.
En ik moet zeggen, ze doet het
Sverige,
19 jaar.
hello.
Here are the results of the Swedish jury.
Oh, wow, the
De punten van
excitement.
de Zweedse jury.
1 point.
Switzerland, 1 point.
En de jury geeft eerst de laagste punten.
Oh,
en
this is gonna be a
bouwt
long one. Okay, so while we wait,
voor de drie.
I'm just gonna lower it a little bit here.
2 points.
In the meantime, does anyone know if there are any funny things about the voting this year that we should watch before? Because, you know, the voting is closing in 1 minute, so if you still haven't voted, you gotta do that. But if anyone knows if like there's a country voting that's notable, like noteworthy, that we should check out,
Cyprus,
then let me know.
points.
Because we're obviously going to skip the voting. We're not gonna sit here and watch all of this.
Mark, 5 points.
You see, we're already block voting back in the 80s.
Denmark, 5 points.
Kind of surprised Denmark didn't get more than that from Sweden, you know?
Turkey, 6 points.
Considering the song Denmark had this year is very similar to like what we like in Sweden.
Finland, 7 points.
Finland 7 points. Mm-hmm.
7 points.
Norway,
Norway 8 points.
En dat begint tot 5
Ja, ja.
6 punten voor Turkije, 7 voor Finland en 8
8 points.
voor Noorwegen.
Spain, 10 points.
Spain 10.
Spain, 10 points.
Who did Sweden give 12 points to?
And finally, Ireland.
Ireland, okay.
Ireland,
Nothing for Italy,
points.
which is interesting. That's why they blanked Loreen in 2012, isn't it?
Points.
En
Yeah.
12 punten
Horrible scoreboard font this year. The font is so weird. It's not among the better ones. Let's be real. But surely there are worse. I have a feeling like some years have had worse for sure.
Qui concerne gagner le Grand Prix d'Eurovision de la chanson.
But it's not pleasant. However, it's very like clear. Like you can see everything very clearly,
Als Luxemburg Spruch,
which is something.
met engem Gesetz, eng Nationalspruch, Kinders, und dafür rufen wir lo.
Nou, laten we hopen dat het relatief
Groot, will you ever consider doing Intervision or other Eurovision equivalent streams once you're done with the Eurovision one? I've always wanted to do Melody Festival and watch-alongs. Maybe one day. Like the main thing I want to do one day is San Remo watch-alongs, but I don't think you can access like old San Remos. And I'd probably get, I'd probably be thrown in jail if I showcase actual San Remo content, because it seems to be completely impossible to get your hands on. But I've always really wanted to watch old San Remos. But yeah, those are about like the ones that I've thought about. I'm not too knowledgeable on what Intervision is, to be completely honest with you.
Irlande, 5 points. Ireland, 5 points.
Yeah, Melfest watch-alongs would be interesting, but the thing is, like, I'm not sure if I want to do every single year of Melody Festival, but I kind of feel like if I want to do the watch-alongs, I should do every year. But like, I personally have no interest in Melody Festival and before like the 90s. Like, I just have no interest in it. I don't enjoy Melody Festival and from before that. But yeah, Sanremo boring.
Italy,
Okay, well, not in my opinion. I love Sanremo every year. It's my favorite show of the year.
En daar zijn de eerste 12 punten.
How about if you edit it, maybe flip the screen and make it black and white? Yeah, but I first need to access the content of Sanremo. Like, I don't know how to find old Sanremos.
Lopen elkaar niet veel.
I actually tried purchasing a DVD of an old Sanremo on some website. I don't remember what it was called, the website. But I really wanted to buy like an old Sanremo show. And yeah, I paid like 30 euros to get it. I still have not received anything, so I think I got scammed. Maybe there exist no old Sanremo DVDs. I really wanted to have like, yeah, but, you know, It is what it is. What about OTI Festival? That's the Latin American one, isn't it? That could actually be interesting. Could actually be interesting, to be honest. I think that like they went between what years did they host that? I know they hosted it in like in the 70s and 80s, right? Groot, you have to do Watchalong of Melfest 2008. Absolutely. Like 2008 is arguably the greatest melody festival in a year because of the show it had.
Sweden, 6 points.
I hope Clown wins Crew Division 1988. Let's make the prophecy happen. If Clown wins our Watchalong in 1988,
Denmark, 8 points.
I would be intrigued by the voting patterns. I would suspect someone did not follow the rules, if that was the case. By the way, have you noticed that Luxembourg, at this point, they had 0 points still in the voting? I just got a notification on Discord. So let's stop it there. She's ecstatic with that. And we're going to look at her smiling face as apparently I have closed my Discord tab on my computer. So I can't listen to Darren's message just yet. Just give me approximately 10 seconds if the internet is on my side, which it seems to not be. So I might need more than 10 seconds. But we're probably ready for a little voting to take place very, very soon. Let's see. Mr. Smith, do we have a result?
Good evening, Groot. I can confirm that we have a result for Eurovision 1984. Tonight, yet another new record. We've had 286 voters, which is 20 more than our previous record. We've had 23 new voters. They've come from Austria, Switzerland, Cyprus, 2 from Germany, Spain, Finland, 2 from France, Greenland, Greece, Iceland, 2 from Italy, Luxembourg, Norway, 2 from Portugal, Slovakia, Scotland, Turkey, the United Kingdom and Yugoslavia. Not all of those flags were actually voted from the country they actually came from, if you understand what I mean. We've also had 209 people leave their -3 points, the result of which will be announced after the stream on the Discord server. And we've had 106 people leave a prediction. So now it's time to go Grooty.
Did you just say 286? Mad. Thank you everyone for tuning in and taking part in the voting. I did notice that before the show tonight, there were 100 people who had voted in advance, which means we've had 186 additional people after that also get in and vote. We've had a lot of viewing numbers today, which I'm super stoked about, honestly. I think it's fantastic. Just keeps growing grander and grander, like this whole watch-along shenanigans we're doing here. And I'm so grateful for that, really, I am. So, absolutely fantastic. I'm now preparing the little screen here so that everything should work. If I move over here, and then I need to click a few buttons to get the scoreboard up. I click on this button as well, and there we are. As you can see too, sorry, the voting will be a bit rough tonight because of my cold, of course. I'm not feeling particularly strong right now, I will admit that. And before I start counting out the votes, I will definitely have to blow my nose and get a refill on my drink. So just look at this little screen for a little moment here as I get a refill and I blow my nose. Hopefully that's okay with you. We'll have a brief little intermission here, I suppose. And then we're going to get through 100 people's jury votes and 186 people combined for the televote to find out who won in our hearts of the Eurovision 1984. So I'll be right back. Just give me half a minute. That should be enough. Okay then, I don't need these, I just realized, because now we're done listening to things. Now you're just gonna listen to my voice and me talking a bunch. No, the chair isn't visible. I'm sorry to disappoint. Is there a reason it says Eurovision 1984 Israel? Yes, because in our 1983 Watchalong, Israel was of course the winner. So in our little universe, Israel was, you know, the host this year. Yes. Silence and such a crowd of 286 voters. Yes, exactly. 170 people just watched absolutely nothing go on stream. I'm terribly sorry about that. But now it's time to check out the voting. I've got my chat up here on my phone, so I've got everything you say ready to go. And we're starting off the voting with Diggi-Loo, Leve, which is, you know, honestly quite the fantastic name for this year. Sweden getting an 8-pointer here to kick us off. Ireland with a 10, and the first 12 of the night going to Portugal, who take an early lead. And let's just make sure everything still works. Yep, everything looks good. And Pierre Morgat, first-time voter. Welcome, welcome, Pierre. And he's our second voter here then. Belgium with an 8-pointer. Italy with a 10. And the 12 going to Ireland, going up in the lead here with a 10 and a 12 so far. Up on 22 points. Next to vote is Ik hou van jou. Good name here. A little Netherlands reference, of course. We've got Netherlands with an 8-pointer here. We've got a 10-pointer for Yugoslavia. And we've got a 12 going to Portugal. Portugal up in the lead now then. Tied with Ireland, both on 24, with Belgium in third. Next up is Jacob from Denmark. Jacob votes for these songs. We've got Turkey going to the top half here. Netherlands moving up in the top 3. 10 points to Italy. And the 12 going to Spain, going up towards the top half there. The televote is going to be so massive, Groot will be gobsmacked every time. I'll try and be prepared that the scores will be very, very large, but I will indeed be surprised regardless. Bravo! Schweigen in Total, no railway station. Okay, I don't get it, but anyway, we got a 12 going to Italy there. And Italy now up in second. Next up, Ekaragioras from Greece, first-time voter. Welcome, welcome. We got an 8 for Portugal, a 10 for Spain up in second here, and the 12 going to Italy, going up in the lead here then. Italy and Portugal tied for the lead, Spain in third, Ireland and Belgium rounding out the top 5 at the moment. Cyprus and Switzerland yet to score points, but Legel Maurice changes that. Some points for the sun and shine. An 8 for Ireland, a 10 for Belgium, and the 12 here going to Portugal, who overtake Italy there for the lead then. Only 7 jurors down, still 279 people left to vote, of course. Ciao, amore, good name, I approve. We've got an 8 for Netherlands, a 10 for Portugal, and the 12 here going to Italy. Looking like a 2-horse race here early on. Belgium now in third, Ireland and Spain still in the top 5. As Lover of Good Beer is voting next. I can't pronounce that. I don't language English thing. 10 points to Italy and the 12 to Portugal. The song is The Train to Tozer. Yeah, I got that much. I don't remember what I didn't get, but great. We've got As Terminal 3, which is of course Asterios. Very cheeky, very cheeky. An 8-pointer for Ireland there. A 10-pointer for Netherlands, going tied with Spain for 5th. And Portugal with another 12. It's looking like a Portuguese kind of voting tonight. Jon Jakobsen will be the 11th juror. Here we go, Finland up to the top half there. 8 points to Sweden. A 10-pointer for Ireland. And the 12 points going to Netherlands. Cyprus still on 0, yeah. I don't think it's going to finish on 0. But quite surprising. We're 11 voters in and still on 0. Karen from America puts gives Cyprus their first points there. 8 points to Sweden, sorry. 10 points to Turkey. And 12 points to Ireland. Nothing for Italy there, which of course puts the gap at the top a little larger. Zamir from Bosnia and Herzegovina, third time on the jury here, voting for our current... Are you going to vote for the entire top 10? It looks like it, doesn't it? A 12 to Portugal? It would be something if like the 12 just went there to Switzerland out of nowhere. But no, look at that. Zamir voting for the entire current top 10. Crazy. Next up is Lucario. Would a literally 1984 joke be overdone? Arguably, yes. So, good you didn't go for it. We've got a 10 for Netherlands here, and a 12 going to Ireland, who are now up in second. Italy dropping down to third. Sweden has also moved up into the top 5 here. Magnusted from Sweden, the next one to vote here. Both Denmark and Spain moving above Sweden and Belgium there now. Yugoslavia with an 8-pointer. Germany with a 10. And the 12 going to Sweden there, going up to the top 5. Nothing for Portugal this time around, so it closes up the battle a bit at the top of the scoreboard. As Lee 44 will be the next voter. And these are the points from Lee 44. We got an 8 for Denmark here, a 10 for Ireland, and the 12 going to the Netherlands. Puts them up in 4th, and again nothing for Portugal, and now Ireland is definitely in the mix. There we are. Jay from the UK will be next to vote. Germany going top half there. Turkey taking also a spot in the top half now. Italy with a 10. And the 12 going to the Netherlands. Quite a clear top 4 kind of dividing itself here. Sweden currently holding on to 5th, ahead of Denmark, Belgium and Spain. And then I'd say the rest are a bit behind. Trygve is next to vote here. A lot of points on the lower side of the scoreboard here. We've got a 10 for Italy though, who's up at the top of course. And the 12 to Sweden, very much cementing that spot in the top 5 at the moment. Next voter will be AB45 from Greece. No Greece competing in 84, of course. I don't really know the reason behind that. Maybe someone else knows, but they'll be back next watch-along or next year. 10 points for Portugal here and a 12 for Italy, who are now back up in second. And look how close it's getting at the top. 4 points between Portugal and Italy. Ireland not far behind. Zimena from Norway is next to vote here. Finland making 2 places. Portugal with an 8. A 10 going to Italy. It's heating up there. And a 12 going to the Netherlands. Very close between the 4 at the top here. They keep racking up the points. We've got Ciao, Ciao, amore, pink axol... How do you even pronounce it? Axolotl? Is that how you pronounce it? It's an animal, isn't it? We've got a 10 for Italy here, as Austria also moved away from last place. And a 12 for Yugoslavia, going to the top half there. Next up, we've got De Lige Alexander Pagel's points. Wow, lovely. Little Denmark reference here. 27th time on the jury. What a regular. What a regular. 10 points to Portugal there. Now up in the lead. Will it stay there? No, it won't. Italy gets the 12. But it's looking like an Italy-Portugal race. But Ireland not far behind. Netherlands and Sweden still in there, of course. But the top 5 is definitely looking like it's kind of separating itself. Verlolo geht aufrecht. Okay, my German is limited. I'll confirm. 10 points to Finland and a 12 for Ireland, though. Portugal now falling back towards Ireland. Italy kind of extending the gap at the top. We've got Gyllene Lukas as the next voter here, with a little Sweden reference, of course. And we've got an 8-pointer for UK here, a 10-pointer for Denmark, and the 12 going the way of Sweden, who go up to 4th then. Wish Denmark, Spain and or Belgium were more in the mix. And we want a little battle for the top 5, don't we? But we'll see. Like, there are so many people left voting, of course. We got Herreys as the next voter, which is another very cheeky name here in the Sweden reference, with a 12 going to Italy. And Italy are looking strong at the moment. They're doing well. They're doing very, very well. Matt Adams, we're 4th of the way through the jury vote. And Matt Adams from Poland votes for these songs. We've got an 8-pointer for Ireland, a 10 for the Netherlands, going up to 4th there again, and a 12 for Italy. Yeah, Forza Italia, right? They're doing very well at the moment. 31 points ahead of the rest. Bluen will be the next to vote. We've got Norway making 1 position there, Turkey making 1 position. We've got Italy still in the lead, and we've got a 12 to Portugal hanging on there. putting itself a bit ahead of Ireland. Next up is Uni75, first time voter here. Welcome to us, Uni. Hope you stick around. Some points for the lower scoring songs there as well, but also an 8 for Sweden, a 10 for Germany, and a 12 for Italy. Up on 220 now. Germany doing well up there as well. I didn't even realize, but it's kind of sneakily put its way up there in the mix. Finland in there as well, up to 9th there now with Hoofy's votes here. 8 points to Denmark, 10 points to Portugal, and the 12 going to Ireland, still in 3rd there. 12 points ahead of ahead of Sweden, a further 3 ahead of Netherlands. TP will be the next to vote here. Belgium and Finland having their little ding-dong going on here with moving back and forth ahead of each other. 10 points to the Netherlands there, and the 12 going to Italy. It's looking good for Italy. Keeps looking good for Italy. We're 30 voters down now. Still many to go, of course. We got the ZRH_ESC_fan from Switzerland. First time voter. Happy to have you with us. Some points for Cyprus down there. We've got a 10 for Italy. And the 12 going to Ireland. Very much still in the mix up there. Next up is Bes Yildas on Disco. He's very cheeky with his names, isn't he, Mr. Smith? Voted for Luxembourg, which intrigued me a little bit here, Darren, but, you know, whatever floats your boat. At 12 for Turkey, though. Turkey very much... I actually expected them to be top half here, I think, but they're still in 11th here, with a 12-pointer there from Darren. We've got Rolf NL, the next to vote here. We've got 8 points to Belgium going in there. 10 points to Sweden, up in 4th. And the 12 going to Spain there. Still kind of on its own there, I would say. In 7th place. The top 5 has definitely distanced itself too. 12 Luxembourg points d'amour go to... Oh, this is intriguing, isn't it? The drum roll intensifies. We've got 10 for Netherlands, up in 4th. And the 12 to Turkey. Another one. Turkey closing in on the top half songs here. Sorry. Oof, the voice is gonna have a rough evening here. Need to lie down after this. Maribelle puts Belgium up in the hundreds here as well. Turkey's definitely getting involved in the mix here for the top half finishes. 10 more points for Germany there, and a 12 for Netherlands goes up to 4th. Very close behind Ireland and Portugal now. Italy has definitely pulled away at the top. They're 59 points clear now. Frank B from Germany will be next to vote. Turkey up over 100 points now too. 8 points to Ireland, 10 points to Italy, and the 12 to Belgium. Belgium going up to 9th then. Adrian W from Poland will be the next voter here. Belgium moving another place from those earlier points. An 8-pointer for Ireland. A 10-pointer for Sweden, goes up in 4th again. Sweden and Netherlands keep going back and forth. And Spain still kind of on its own in 7th there with another 12. Next up is ESC Hans from Germany. One more measly point for Austria down there at the bottom. We'll see who's gonna get the wooden spoon of this year's voting as well, of course. We got a 10 for Italy and a 12 for Denmark. Still in 6th. 40 points behind that top 5 battle. They could, of course, get in there. You know, there's so many people left to vote, so you never know. James S. here will be next to vote. 8 points to Italy. A 10 for Netherlands. Up in 4th again it goes. And a 12 to Portugal. 70 points then, separating our top 2. It's not over till it's over. ESC George from Italy will be the next one to vote. A lot of songs at the lower end of the scoreboard here getting some points. Mainly Norway moving 1 place. The UK moving 1 place there with an 8. France getting a 10. I feel for you, George, but 12 points to Italy. You might be satisfied with the winner tonight, but a lot of your favorites not doing too well at the moment. Oh, God. Castilla-La Mancha jury from Trillo today. I've never been there, but hopefully it's lovely. We've got a 12 from Castilla-La Mancha jury to Sweden and nothing for Italy. Just as you write Italy sailing away here, David, but got 0 there. We got 100% Delendil. How lovely to have 100% of Elendil in our voting here. We've got 8 points to Turkey, a 10 for Italy, and a 12 to Portugal. There we are. Next up, Vandaloo Vandelay. That is quite fantastic. Made me think of a Vindaloo, but I don't know, you know, it's just me. 10 points to Belgium and 12 points to Italy here from David. The lyrics are just dreadful. What song are we talking about? What song has dreadful lyrics? I don't know. Jade Doodle, 23, voting next up here. Austria is now no longer in last place. You can notice that. 10 points to the UK there. And a 12 to Ireland. Nothing for Italy there. Close as the battle, you know. So many great names. Yeah, a lot of people are creative today. Like usual, but you know, always appreciate that. We got Craig from America coming up next here. We're almost halfway through the jury vote. A 10 for Denmark and a 12 for Sweden. Up into 4th. Sweden goes. Oh, can you guys imagine a Gru Division related... That's Dungeons and Dragons, isn't it? I've never played, so I can't imagine it. Turtle Jones, another one from America, with a 10-pointer for Sweden and a 12 for Italy. Look as well, like the battle for 3rd here as well. Ireland, Sweden, Netherlands, very close to each other there. Sweden has terrible lyrics? No, they're funny. They're fun, you know, they're just charming. Very very carefree, you know? I like that. Milos K here, 10 points to Ireland, and the 12 going to Italy. And one thing I realize now, we're almost halfway through the jury vote, of course. Quite a lot of songs yet to reach 50 points, which is kind of like a sign that maybe they won't get to 100 points within the jury vote. And usually we only have like 1 or 2 songs of that. But I feel like many people probably have the same set of favorite songs this year. So the ones at the bottom don't get much. I met Linda Martin in 2024, parentheses Ellen. And Linda Martin gets your 12 as well. Ireland with another 12 there. I am a little bit jealous. I would like to meet Linda Martin as well. Maybe one day. I can use my YouTube fame status, if that's a thing. Daividas, first-time voter, welcome to us here from Italy, with a 12-pointer for Netherlands and nothing for Italy. Très intéressant. Welcome to the voting. Happy to have you with us, and thank you for taking part. We've got Proper Charlie making up the halfway mark of the jury vote here now. Italy with 8 points. Portugal with 10. And 12 points going to Ireland. Okay, 50 more jurors to go, then the big televote. Hopefully you'll stick around with throughout the whole voting here. Kenny C from the UK next up. And we've got 8 points for Denmark. Denmark are just so lonely in 6th place. 50 points down, like 40 points up. It's just, you know, they're just there. And the 12, they're going to Sweden. Up in 4th they go again. Ivanik next to vote. And look at all... Oh, Ivanik, I feel for you. A lot of your favorites not doing too well. But Sweden are. 8 points there. 10 points to Belgium. Still in 8th place there. And a 12 for Finland, who now overtake Belgium for 8th place. So at least your 3 favorites are up in the top. Top half, anyway. Stanislav, next up here. And these are the points from Stanislav. Italy are now up on 400, and Portugal have just reached over 300. So that kind of tells you everything you need to know about the gap there. A 12 for Ireland, which puts Ireland up in 2nd. There we are. First time in a long time that Ireland have been up in 2nd place, but they are now. Utu from Turkey will be the next to vote here. Got some points for the Netherlands there, and 8 going in there. 10 points for Portugal, who are up in 2nd then again. And the 12 to Ireland to take back 2nd. Alright, who will be next? We've got Alvision from Spain, with these as the first few points. Yugoslavia getting very close to reaching 100 now, which I'm sure they'd like to do. 10 points to Spain there, also kind of on their own. Finland not too far behind, actually. And a 12 for Italy. Another one. Next up is Philippa from Portugal. And Philippa votes for these songs. A lot of them are the ones up in the top 10. Turkey there getting 8 points to push Germany down. to the bottom half. 10 points to Italy. And a 12 to Sweden. Sweden in 4th there then. It's so close. Like, the battle for 2nd is so much on. The lead separated by 97 points. Not so much. Einfach Dr. Seger playing love games. Some intriguing references in the name here with Austria and the UK. Quite lovely. The big points, though, go to Netherlands. I do approve, personally. Netherlands only 5 points behind Sweden then. The top 5 has been so set for an eternity now. We'll see if those will be the ones up in the top 5 at the end of the night as well. Robin here gives 8 points to Ireland, 10 points to Spain, and the 12 going to Belgium. I approve of that personally. I like what I see. Belgium's one of my favorites, as I'm sure you know. We got Extianescence. Probably completely butchered that name, but welcome to the voting. We've got 8 points for Turkey here, 10 points to Switzerland. Austria going down to last place then again. And Belgium with a 12 going up to 8th place again. Not too far off Spain either. They're closing in there. Queenie Qantas is jury number 60 and gives 8 points to Portugal, 10 points to Italy, and the 12 going the way of the Netherlands. Almost voting for the entire top 10 at the moment there, with Germany getting the 1 instead of Turkey. As Silencio e tanta gente, which is of course a Portugal reference here, with Sila's name involved there. Very, very cheeky. Good stuff. We've got an 8 for Spain, a 10 for Belgium. Only 12 points between those now. And a 12 to Portugal. And nothing for Italy. So we've got 93 points now between them. Sam W from the UK. Some points for Austria there. We've got a hot battle going on for last place here. Like Cyprus, Luxembourg, Switzerland, and Austria are definitely all involved with that. Norway could get dragged into it. Another 12 for Italy, which means they're more than 100 points ahead now. Wonder who was the first female to write a song who won Eurovision? Is it Lenny Hur? I'm actually not sure. Someone probably knows, but I don't. We've got Clumsy Person voting next up here. First time voter. Welcome to us, Clumsy Person. I can relate to you. And a 12 to Sweden. And that group are not clumsy people, I suppose, because they knock the choreography out of the park, don't they? We've got Arno here putting Switzerland 2 places up the scoreboard with a 4. 8 points to France, 10 points to Ireland, and the 12 from Arno going to Sweden. Sweden up into 3rd then. Next up is Anxelu here in the voting. We've got Germany back to the top half now. Norway with an 8-pointer there. 10 points to Ireland, up in 2nd they go. And the 12 to Portugal, taking back 2nd place. Netherlands kind of dropped off a little bit in that battle for 2nd. They're still very cemented in the top 5 though. We've got Joey voting next, and Austria making 3 places now from last place, with a 6 coming in there. 8 points to Belgium, 10 points to Netherlands, and the 12 to Italy. 102 points ahead now. Next up is Sete Mares here from Portugal, with these as the first points. Turkey back up to the top half here. We got 8 points to Italy, 10 points to Sweden, up into 2nd. Sweden go now, and Portugal take back that 2nd place. We've got quite the battle for 2nd. It's a fun battle to keep observing here. Juentje, first time voting in a Eurovision watch-along. Welcome along, Juentje. Happy to have you with us. We've got an 8 for Portugal here. 10 for Germany, going up to top half again. And the 12 to Finland. Look at that, voting for our entire current top 10. And Luxembourg, indeed, are now in last place. They've dropped back massively here. We'll see if there will be more changes down there. Yarata next to vote. And Belgium overtaking Spain now. That's how much it's changed down there. So now Belgium up in 7th. Finland with a 10. And a 12 to Italy, are now up in the 500s. Next will be Diggi-Ley, which is of course Jere, with another little cheeky Sweden reference name. We've had a few of those tonight. A 10-pointer for Denmark there. So alone in 6th place, it's kind of funny. And a 12 to Sweden. Another one. Next up is Adam James Jürgen Slack. First time voter. Yeah, I don't recognize that name. Quite an intriguing name here, from Iceland. 8 points to Sweden, 10 points to the UK, and a 12 going to Ireland there. Iceland, of course, not too far off having their Eurovision debut in our watch-along soon. They, of course, debuted in 1986. It's going to be interesting. Like, they are, of course, the next country to join, to, like, debut in one of our watch-alongs. Raptor Lenge, leve, Eurovision 2026. Indeed, it's going to be a good year, I hope. 10 points to Netherlands and a 12 to Ireland there. And look at the battle for second. 424, 424, 421. After 72 jurors. Italy just casually 100 points ahead, but still. Wolny here. 8 more points for Sweden, who are now up in second. 10 points to Finland, who are also overtaking Spain then. And a 12 to Italy. The televote is so big that the battle for second could easily become a battle for first. Absolutely. Luxembourg could still win this as well, you know. Could get 2,000 points in the televote. That's perfectly reasonable. Well, maybe not that Luxembourg gets 2,000 points, but you get what I mean. Portugal moving up to second there from Stella Maris points here, and Italy with another 12. Apparently I'm not in the jury votes. How can you know? There are still 26 people in the jury vote. Jimis is one of them. Jimis 2001. Sweden up in second here now. Ireland with an 8. Italy with a 10. And the 12 to Portugal. Portugal now up to second. I feel like I need to blow my nose soon again, but I don't want that to be audible for all of you to listen to me blowing my nose, you know. That I feel like that's a bit rude. So I'm gonna hold it together as Avery gives 8 points to Turkey here. Top halfback they are. 10 points to France, they're now up in the hundreds, and Italy with another 12. Still 5 songs yet to score 100 points here in the jury vote. 4 of them not even reached 50 yet. So those are not big fan favorites, let's say that. Adam C here from Slovakia. First time you're taking part. Happy to see that. Hopefully you'll stick around. At 12 to Portugal from Adam C. And Portugal still in second, of course. Kind of putting a little bit of a gap down to Sweden and Ireland now. Next to vote will be Philip E. 2712. And these are the first points there. Portugal with an 8. Ireland with a 10, going up to third there then. And the 12 to Netherlands, still in fifth. Nothing for Italy there. But, yeah, Italy have the margin to get a few blanks, let's say. Vyacheslav, next up to vote here. No movement so far on the scoreboard. Finland catching very much up to Belgium here. We're in for Spain has dropped off massively down there as well. It's between Belgium and Finland now for 7th. And Sweden getting another 12 there to overtake Ireland. But Spain it's been a while since they've gotten some major points, I would say. Carla from Portugal will be next to vote here. Ireland and Sweden tied for 3rd. Belgium with an 8. Italy with a 10. And the 12 going to Portugal there. Up to second, or well, not up to second, still in second, I should say. Senoir Internet from the UK. Long time ago you were last on the jury. Look at that, 2020 in season 1. That's been a while. Luxembourg, no longer in last place. Well, maybe they will be. Switzerland overtaking all of them down there. And Germany with a 12, up on 205 there. Cyprus now the one in last place, but it's very close, of course, between the bottom 4. Johnny D from the UK will vote for these songs. I have an 8-pointer going to Switzerland. Putting on a surge here at the end. 10 points to Belgium. And the 12 going to Italy. There is still a chance that Televote will choose Ireland as a winner with 200-point landslide. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anything can happen. Juani, or Juani? I don't know. First time voting in a Eurovision watch-along. Happy to have you with us from Argentina here. A 10 for Ireland and a 12 for Italy. 99 points ahead of Portugal now then. And here we got... well, it's a curse word in Spanish, isn't it? Can I say it out loud? I should be able to, but I'm not taking any risks. From Finland here, with 10 points to Finland and a 12 to Italy. All right, 16 jurors to go. Wieskal from Germany with these points. It's kind of interesting, like how, you know, the bottom 5 songs are so far behind, really. Like Germany is in the bottom half, but they've got 211 points, which is quite respectable, really. 12 points to the UK there, puts them close on 200 as well. Gail is looking for Linda. Why? We saw her tonight in the show. Let's see if Linda Martin gets some points here from Gail. We've got a 10 for Sweden. And indeed a 12 for Ireland. Still, of course, very much in the mix-up there. In third still. The top 5 is so cemented, though. Like, Denmark are almost 100 points behind the Netherlands. Almost. ESC fan BG. UK are now ahead of Germany. We've got 10 points for Ireland there. And the 12 going to Spain. It's been a while since Spain got any big points. So, yeah. Next up is 100% E24. Like the road? What's that? Anyway, we got 10 points to Ireland here. And a 12 going to Portugal then. 107 points between the top 2 still. As Sash Reloaded. Hout van Maribelle en de Treni. Okay, so some Netherlands and Italy references here. And of course, DJ Sash, my man. Maybe it's not a reference to him, but still. 12 points to Netherlands. And thank you for being called Sash Reloaded, because now I'm definitely gonna jam to Adelante after the stream is done. Absolutely. Yashin _CCCC gives 2 points for Cyprus, still in last place down there. We've got a 10 for Ireland up there at the top. And a 12 for Sweden. 10 jurors to go. Portugal second. I definitely thought they'd win this one. They still can. We had a voter record tonight, Miguel. So, you know. Sash is the guy's name. I'm still gonna listen to DJ Sash after the stream. We got ESC Pig from Faroe Islands here with a 12-pointer for Sweden. Not a lot of movement on the scoreboard from those points, I think. I didn't recognize any. But yeah. Portugal, my forever beloved. Parentheses Lycan. Okay, let's see what you liked here, Lycan. We got Germany moving 1 place up the scoreboard. We got an 8 for Ireland. We got a 10 for Netherlands. And a 12 to Portugal indeed. Poor Chypre wasn't that bad. Yeah, I don't think Cyprus should finish in last place, personally. I'm gonna do my bit in giving it 1 point, I think. So, and D. Dot puts Cyprus ahead of Austria here towards the end of the jury vote. 8 points to Ireland here, 10 points to Portugal, and the 12 going to Italy again. Not many more people to go here. Ecuador. Yeah, could listen to a little bit of Ecuador as well. Ecuador. Anyway, Nudinuk. Isn't that like the capital city of Greenland or something? I think. Anyway, we got a 12-pointer for Spain. Another one. They've gotten 2 12 points lately and not much else, but still. They're in the mix there for that 7th place battle. UKSD from the UK. Makes sense. With an 8-pointer for Denmark there. 10 points to Italy. And the 12 going to the Netherlands. Of course, Sash is a guy's name. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't think DJ Sash is actually called Sash, is he? I actually have to double check this now. As Colin votes, I'm going to be Googling DJ Sash. You'll have to excuse me, Colin. I will still notice that you give 8 to Italy, 10 to Belgium, and the 12 to Ireland. And DJ Sash is actually named Sasha. So, he's not named Sash. Almost. Anyway, we got Ionation, jury number 97. Nearing the very, very end here, of course. We got a 10-pointer for Portugal, and the 12 going to Italy. Very close to 700 points now, of course. Andy Neorwell. Okay, who are we referencing here? I don't know. Orwell. I don't get it. Anyway, okay, we got a 10 for Netherlands, a 12 for Italy. Andy must be stoked with the results. He voted for everything in the top 10. The guy who usually wants to be as absurd as possible with his favorite songs became very mainstream today. I don't know who you are, Andy, but I'm surprised. We got 100% Joe. as our penultimate voter here in the jury vote, with a 10 for Finland, overtaking Belgium at the end here, and Portugal with a 12. However, Finland is not going to stay ahead of Belgium because I have a king emote. Look at Switzerland, Luxembourg, and Cyprus all on 60 points. That's kind of funny. Norway's going to finish on 99 as well. That's kind of funny. And yeah, my 12 to Netherlands. And we have a tie for 4th place, I just saw. Netherlands tying with Sweden there at the end as well. These are the current standings then. The whole jury vote is done. And we've got, I just love like Switzerland, Luxembourg, and Cyprus all on 60 points. That's funny. Also, Sweden and Netherlands tied in there as well. But, of course, Italy currently leading by 96 points ahead of Portugal. And Portugal have a slight gap down to Ireland as well. And Ireland also has a slight gap down to Sweden and Netherlands there. It's going to be tough for anyone else to break into the top 5, I would say. Denmark currently 6th, but they need a lot of points here to overtake any of the ones at the top. Luckily for them, there are a lot of points to give out here in the televote. Belgium in 7th, Finland in 8th, Spain in 9th, and Turkey in 10th. Turkey not far ahead of Germany and the UK though, but it looks like the top 9 is kind of cemented itself as well. However, we don't know. Like 186 people make up this televote. The scores will be huge. So yeah, Austria currently lost. That means, of course, that we're going to start with receiving Austria's points. Maybe they could jump some other countries. It's exciting, isn't it? Let's take a look. How will the final results look like? Let's go. We're starting then. Austria receiving some points, and Austria will receive 136 televote points. That puts them up on 189. That could be enough to overtake someone, you know. They were very close, of course, behind Switzerland, Luxembourg, and Cyprus. So let's see. Cyprus up next to score some points then. Cyprus gets 186. That's pretty big. Okay, how big will the scores be? Like, that's what I'm really wondering. Because, of course, there's so many people voting. Cyprus averaged 1 point per voter there, which is pretty good, you know. 240 points for Luxembourg. Okay, I'm looking up the names here. 240 for Luxembourg. I'm sorry, but I don't get it. Switzerland losing out entirely, 88 points to Switzerland. Now we've already had quite a bit of movement down here. Luxembourg, the big winner. I can't believe 240 televote points to Luxembourg. 257 to Norway. Okay. Alright. I think that's going to be the bottom 5, though. I mean, France could lose out. No Google Translate. I don't want to translate the French title. 266 for France, so they're fine. They will finish outside of the bottom 5. But yeah, I think Norway and Luxembourg got a few too many points here. Personally. We've got Yugoslavia up next then. 361 televote points. That's pretty damn big. That's a very good score. They're up on 518. Could they overtake anyone with that? They might, actually. The UK, Germany, and Turkey next up, of course. The UK, or maybe they won't. Yugoslavia, that is. 450 televote points to the UK in that battle for a top 10 finish, of course. Germany up next. We're not far ahead of the UK, so they could lose out here. Yep, they will. 404 televote points to Germany. No top 10 finish for... Oh, well, they could if anyone, you know, loses out entirely, but I don't think they will. Turkey up next. Will Turkey get into the top 10? They will indeed. 546 televote points there. So I think the UK is probably going to be 11th. Germany 12th. Yugoslavia 13th. Turkey into the top 10. Spain up next to get some points. 662. We're almost up on 1,000 points here for a song that might finish in 9th. Could also overtake someone, of course. It was very close between Spain, Finland, and Belgium. Finland receiving points next. Only 616, which puts Spain above it, of course. So Spain overtaking Finland here with the televote. Could also overtake Belgium. We'll see how many points are in for Belgium here. Belgium receiving 619, which means Spain has overtaken both Belgium and Finland with the televote. Belgium stays ahead of Finland only just by 10 points. But we had some movement there. Next up is Denmark then. 6th in the jury vote. Only 614 televote points. That's less than Spain, less than Belgium, and less than Finland. But of course, since they did so well in the jury vote, they will keep that spot in the top 6. Will probably not be enough to get into the top 5 though, because Netherlands are racking up 832 televote points. So Netherlands have confirmed a spot in the best of final. That I think will happen next week, probably. Netherlands are in it. Sweden up next. 977 televote points for Sweden. Also a confirmed spot, of course, in the best of final. Minimum 4th place for Sweden. Could be even higher, of course. We got Ireland next. And Ireland receives... how many points? 1,078. That's a good score. They're finished like 142 points ahead of Sweden there. It's very close between them for a while, you know. Portugal up next then. And Portugal will receive 1,143 televote points. That puts them more than 100 ahead of Ireland. I don't think that's going to be enough to challenge Italy. I'm sure there are more than 1,000 points left to give out here. So I think Italy has this one in the bag. They need 1,048 televote points to win. And Italy will receive 1,313. And there you are. We're up in the 2,000s. And Italy is the winner of our... I tried holding it together for so long. Italy is the winner of our 1984 Eurovision Watchalong. You can see the final results on the screen right now. And Italy is the winner. Portugal, Ireland, Sweden and Netherlands joining them in the best of final. And you can't really argue with it. Like, Netherlands in 5th place was more than 300 points ahead of Denmark in 6th. So it wasn't really close for those top 5 places. If we take the whole community watching tonight's watch-along, these 5 were collectively by far the 5 big favorites. Denmark in 6th then, Spain, Belgium and Finland so close to each other there, but in that order is where they finished, and Turkey rounded out the top 10, with the UK and Germany just outside it, Yugoslavia 13th, France 14th. The bottom 5 consists of Norway, Luxembourg, Cyprus, Austria and Switzerland at the very bottom. Alright, the prediction results. 56 out of 106 predicted Italy to win. That is the most predicted winner. As you can see here, 33 people predicted Portugal to win, 9 people predicted Ireland, 7 people predicted Sweden, and 1 person predicted Spain. The 56 people who predicted Italy, you have them here. And 32 of those also had Portugal in 2nd. You have those here. Only 17 of these had Ireland in 3rd. And you have those here. I apparently was not one of them. Huh. Okay, très intéressant. 6 of these had Sweden in 4th. Now you can start getting some shoutouts, I think. Andrut, Kate Buoni, Dominic, Dr. Seger, Glusamars, and Graham2109 predicted the top 4 correctly. Half of these also had Netherlands in 5th. Kate Buoni, Glusamars, and Graham. Well done. But only one of you also managed to put Denmark in 6th place. And that was Kate Buoni. Nice job. Let's see, though, if you did well on the actual prediction game, where you collect the points, you know, for the whole scoreboard. So let's take a look. We've got, Kate Buoni is down here in 10th. Glusam Mars as well, who of course had the top 5 correctly, in 9th place here. The maximum score you could get is 1,805. These scores are very, very respectable. Well done to all of you. In 3rd place, we have Karen. Spain was a bit off here, Karen, but other than that, this is a very good prediction. Got the winner wrong. And Spain is the one that kind of stands out here, but this is a lot of countries spot on. Well done. In 2nd, we have Graham, who of course was one of the people who predicted the whole top 5 correctly. Just got Spain and Denmark the other way around there. Same for Finland and Belgium. Luxembourg is the one that kind of pulled you back here. You got that one 3 places off. And in my opinion, you should have been bob on with the Luxembourg prediction, but you weren't. That's what happens. You did not win the prediction game. Today's winner is Brian T 1980, who had everything either spot on, 1 place off, or 2 places off. And the ones 2 places off, like if you had Austria and Luxembourg, you just had them the other way around, and then everything else is near perfect. Fantastic prediction. a landslide win, to be completely honest. Like, if you look at the scores here, it's very close, but you're 8 points clear of second place. Very well done, Brian. Exceptionally well done. Well done to everyone, of course, who's up here. I'm not here, as you can see. So, so you did much better than I did, and much better than, 106 people predicted. And you're the top 10 on screen here. Well done. A lot of Americans on here, and a lot of Brits, which is interesting. Okay, let's take a look at the medal table, of course. We've got the top 14 here is unchanged. Let's see. Brian then goes up to 21st here with your first win. You've only predicted 7 times and you already have a win. Good job. Let's see who else is on here. Graham then. You've only predicted 4 times and you already got a second place. So you're right next to me, you see here. Well done. Join my company here in 35th. Karen then goes up to 39th with a bronze medal today. Simon, first time in the top 5 with a 4th place today. Puts you on the table as well. And Fam, it's your first time in the top 5. I didn't even realize. You've predicted every single year and you finally got a top 5 finish on the prediction. Good job. You're up here. If we take a look at the total score, I'm sure Felipe is still leading. Yep. Nick's just behind. AJ and Jacob and Andy are all up here as well, of course. Where am I on this list? Oh, I'm not too bad. I'm in 21st. Still beaten by Denske, though, who has a prediction less than I do, but Denske has 3 wins, 3 second places, 4 third places. How is this even possible? Didn't get a top 10 today, though, so... Oh, wait, maybe Denske did, actually. Anyway, let's go back to the full results. 74 12s for Italy. Pretty good. I like seeing this as well. Like, Denmark only got 4 12s, but it just got points from so many people that it just kind of landed up here. Only 4 12s for Denmark, which is less, of course, than most Spain and Belgium and Finland and Turkey and the UK got. France with no 12s here. Cyprus didn't get any either. Those are the only ones to not receive any 12-pointers. As you can see, the 12-point summary here. We've got all of the 74 12s for Italy. You can see them here. So many in the televote, of course. 57 of them to Portugal. Also plenty in the televote. 35 of them to Sweden. 33 for Ireland. A lot of those in the jury, though. 26 for the Netherlands. 10 there for Belgium. 10 for Spain. 9 for Turkey. 8 for Finland and 8 for the UK. Most of those in the televote for both. Denmark and Yugoslavia with 4 each. 3 for Luxembourg, all in the televote. We see you, ESC Fan France, MPEC and Mike TV. Very interesting. 2 12s for Germany there, and then 1 each for Norway, Switzerland, and Austria. And let's take, of course, a look at the medal table. Italy then, another win. They are now up on 4. Luxembourg and Germany still on 5 each, but Italy is very close to them now. When is the next Italian powerhouse entry? I want to say 87. Could be a challenger for the win, right? I'm trying to think. Italy in 85 is definitely not winning. Sorry if you thought that was going to happen. Italy in 86. What did they send in 86? I've forgotten. But I think 87, Italy could be in with a shot. Germany could be in maybe in 85. Firale, could that win? Maybe. Luxembourg, when is their next powerhouse entry? I would say probably Croix, maybe. So yeah, maybe Italy's gonna get in there. Sweden in 7th on the medal table here with a 3rd place added today, right? Or was it? No, 4th. They got a 4th. Yes. Netherlands getting a 5th. Stay here in 8th. Portugal now have 3 silver medals. And Ireland adding a 3rd bronze medal there. Yeah, that's the full medal table. Is there anything else we should take a look at? Do you want to compare it to Season 1? The results. As you can see, in Season 1, Portugal won. Italy was 2nd. Ireland stayed at the same position. Sweden and Netherlands have jumped or switched around here. Denmark and Belgium finished on the same. Spain did better this time. Finland and Turkey did a little worse. The UK did 1 better than Germany this time around. Yugoslavia did quite a lot better. 3 places better. Luxembourg 2 places better. Austria losing out a bit here. Norway and France doing a little worse. that's really it is. Like, look how consistent France is, though. Very, very similar kind of score as last time. Yeah, it's always interesting to see, you know, to kind of compare with how it happened like more than 2 years ago. Oh yeah, Italy sat out in '86. Yeah, so yeah, okay. We'll see if Italy gets up on 5 wins or what's gonna happen there. Can get some prediction. We can of course already start. Well, we haven't opened the prediction for '85 and anything, but I'm trying to think like what could be the challenge. '85 has, I think predicting in '85 is going to be a bit interesting because there's like no clear winner according to me that year, so that could be quite interesting actually. Before we get to 1985 though, we of course have the best of final watch along. Let's take a look. Can I actually see? I don't think I can do it via this page. Let me just do one thing real quick. There will indeed be a best of 1980 to 1984. Just thinking, if I go on the official website here, and we'll go here, and yeah, of course, as you know, let's see if I just do this right here. As you know, of course, I'm going to close this reminder, Darren. As you know, of course, that the website is available for everyone, by the way. If you want to take a look at the website, just do it. It's groovivision.com if you're new here. So in '84, of course, we have Netherlands, Sweden, Ireland, Portugal, and Italy. Those are in the best of final. They will be joined by Chai, Fremling, Fantasia, Julie, and Rücksicht. We'll also have Ein bisschen Frieden, Ora, El, Monoyagapi, and Bembom. We will also have Johnny Blue, Io Senza Te, Playback, Fegari Calocherino, and Humanahum. And also the final 5, What's Another Year, Amsterdam, Theater, Bittercat, Hob, and Grande Grande Amor. It's a pretty strong little lineup for the best of final, if you ask me. Happy birthday to Michael Green, I see her as well. Lovely. Now, let's block that out, and I will thank everyone for joining me tonight. We, of course, will be playing off the show with our most recent winner of a Eurovision watch-along, and I will be announcing the next watch-along when it's ready. I'm going to go start with the editing. I also, of course, need to draw the running order, which I will be doing at some point. I'll announce when I do the stream for that. I usually do a stream to just kind of draw the running order. It's a completely pointless stream, but sometimes people tune in, and it's just for a bit of fun. So be on the lookout for that if you're interested. Everything will be announced on the Discord server and on my YouTube channel. So I mean, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, you don't have to be, but then you will get the notification when something new happens. It could be my normal videos as well if you're interested in those. Or if you're only interested in the watch-alongs, that's fine too. But I thank everyone for taking such interest in tonight's show. It's been wonderful. We broke a record by quite the margin of voting. And yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me tonight. Have a great night. I will definitely need to lie down now, rest my voice, back to work tomorrow. And I'm actually going to a concert tomorrow, a metalcore concert, because I'm kind of I like metalcore, what can I say? I'm very, very excited about that. So I'm going to have a wonderful Thursday evening. Hopefully you will as well. Hopefully you'll have a great rest of the week. Thank you again for joining me tonight. Have a lovely, lovely evening. And I'll see you again very, very soon, I hope. Now, playing you off with a song you might recognize.
Di frontiera guardano passare i treni, le strade deserte di Tosè. Da una casa lontana tua madre
le chiese abbandonate si preparano rifugi e nuove astronavi per viaggi interstellari.
In una vecchia miniera distese di sale
È un ricordo di me come un incantesimo e per un istante ritorna la voglia di vivere a un'altra velocità.
passano ancora lenti treni per Tosè.
Nei villaggi di frontiera guardano passare i treni per Tosè.
Nou, die konden nog wel eens voor een verrassing gaan zorgen. De Italiaanse Woody